What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to discuss this Uncharted 5 leak and why I don't believe it. Now, we've made quite a few videos on leaks in general, and I don't know if we're kind of becoming a channel that likes to throw in leaks or if people are getting sick and tired of leaks or something like that, but here's where I stand on leaks in general. It's honestly a coin flip if I believe them or not. I sometimes get a little bit more sensitive with some games, some movies, some shows, whatever. I get more sensitive with some of their leaks rather than others, because you could say, kind of hypocritical of me, how I kind of believe everything about Batman Arkham, but then I don't believe all these other kind of leaks, even though I've said I don't believe a lot of stuff in Batman Arkham. But when it comes to Uncharted 5, this is one of the ones that kind of tick me off, and that's why this is more of like a rant, more of like a why I don't believe it kind of thing, because here's the deal. I guess and I didn't even know this because I don't think I guess you would have to have searched it in order to know it, but Uncharted 5 was quote-unquote leaked on Reddit, which is the first sign that it's probably not true. Reddit's, in general, I mean, there are sometimes things to be gained from Reddit leaks, but most of the time, they just are not true. But on a Reddit leak, they had said that Uncharted 5 was in development for the PS5, and it would be released in 2021 from an unnamed studio, not Naughty Dog, okay? So here's the deal. I do think there's an Uncharted game being made. I really do. I honestly, truly do. There was the rumors a few years ago, even like a year, 2 years ago, that there was an a brand new Sony studio open. I think they used to be just like they used to just help with like engine work and stuff like that. But then now they were a full scale team, and they were making like a third person action adventure game, which a lot of people jumped to Uncharted for that. Even I did that. Okay, so I think there is a studio out there making an Uncharted 5 or making an Uncharted. I shouldn't be, and that's one of the things that ticks me off is I guess I hope that it's not Uncharted 5. I mean, I can't be ticked off about, if it's right, I can't be ticked off about the rumor itself or the leak itself, because I just personally think Uncharted 5 is a terrible idea to do, to bring back a Nathan Drake in like a central role to it. I know Nolan North has said, ready to break out my climbing gear, so it's not like he hasn't said that he'd be willing to be a part of it, and maybe they also just focus on his daughter, which would probably be the better option altogether. But again, you got to take these things with a grain of salt. And for this specific leak, honestly, I feel like they're just throwing out titles and years. That's really all, because I haven't actually seen, I can't find the actual post from it, but I found like a summary of what they said. So here's more of the things that I guess that post said. A new Horizon title from Guerrilla Games 2021. New Uncharted title from Unnamed Studio 2021. New The Order title from Ready at Dawn Studios 2021. New Motorstorm title from Codemasters 2021. New Spider-Man from Insomniac 2022. New God of War from Santa Monica 2022. New Fumito Ueda title from Gen Design 2022. So again, they're kind of just throwing out like everything. Honestly, everything. And the years, I feel like, are all kind of scrambled. I still think Horizon is coming out in this. I've gone back and forth on it, and I'd always kind of said that I believe it was going to be a launch title, and then I'd kind of pushed that off. But now I'm kind of back. I'm warming back up to the idea that Horizon should definitely be a launch title for the PS5. I feel like that's a 2020 game. The Uncharted game, I mean, I guess, but it's, again, like the Order, like that's been rumored, so it's not like this person is making that up. Motorstorm, I guess, is like a wild idea. Spider-Man, rumor has it Spider-Man is actually fall of 2021, not 2022, so I don't know about that. And God of War, again, I mean, they're just throwing dates out. Anybody could really predict 2022. That's 4 years after the first God of War. So I don't know. There's really two parts of this that annoy me. The first one is the fact that they're just kind of throwing games and titles out. That doesn't mean it's a leak. That just means, like, to be honest with you, when I read these kind of things, not in an egotistical way, but I kind of wonder, why hasn't there been articles written about stuff that I've said? Because I've predicted, firstly, correctly, I've predicted loads of stuff. Tyler has predicted loads of stuff. We collectively, as Podcast Now, have predicted quite a few things in our lifetime, both games and movies alike. We really have. And I mean, yes, we've gotten a lot of things wrong, but it's not like we've guaranteed stuff. It's not like we've gone out there and said, hey, we're a notable leaker and we've said this, this, and that, and, you know, we kind of get judged based off of if we're right or wrong. It's more of like a commentary thing, like speculation. But even in videos over the past 6 to 8 months, I have personally made, Alex, recorded, edited, came up with all that kind of stuff. I've done videos on numerous things that this person has said. And back with like the Game Awards when they said like new All-Stars Battle Royale 2 and new Sly and new this and new that. Remember that leak that was out there of all these games we were getting at the Game Awards? Well, obviously it was all bogus. None of them were real. But I literally had made videos for every single one of them. So again, like it's not like I'm trying to boost my ego up, but like it's just weird because it's not. Honestly, it's more of a thing where it's like it's kind of just people talking. Like I make videos on those kind of things all the time, and not that people don't take it like quote unquote seriously, but we all kind of just accept like it's just a fun video. Like we're just discussing the possibility of something happening. But then if you write it on Reddit or you kind of name yourself that you're a leaker, all of a sudden you could say the exact same things, and all of a sudden you're on news stories saying Uncharted 5 is coming out literally next year, right? So that's one thing. And the second thing is, again, there's really nothing to go off of. I don't know where this person got any of this information because honestly, there isn't any information. All they said is it's Uncharted 5. And which would mean Nathan Drake, because honestly, I think it would be a brand new. I don't think it would have a number anymore. I think it would just be like Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I think it would be Uncharted, colon something, right? I think it would just be like that. So I really don't think it's going to have a number connected to it. I really don't think that makes much sense. And again, if they're only going off of Nolan North saying the whole that he would be ready to do it, it's kind of just a situation. Like somebody literally asked him, like, would you come back? Would you think about it? He actually said that. Would you think about doing like an Uncharted 5 if they asked you? And like, so yeah, I mean, obviously Uncharted kind of made. I mean, Nolan North's made a lot of games, and he's a really he's my favorite voice actor in gaming. He's phenomenal. But Uncharted kind of made him, right? Without Uncharted, you take away Nathan Drake from him, he has a much less impressive resume to him, right? So of course he's gonna obviously he would come back as a Nathan Drake if they asked him to, right? So like that doesn't really say anything. And yeah, if it is an Uncharted spinoff, one day could I see Nathan Drake returning to the game franchise in some capacity? Absolutely. Absolutely. If they did something on his daughter, I would expect him to either be a mentor or at least be in it just in like a scene or two, right? Kind of send her off or to welcome her back or something like that. I'd absolutely could imagine seeing that. I think that's a shoo-in. So, like, again, that's not much to go off of. So, I don't know. I really don't like, and again, it's a sensitive topic, I guess, for me, because I do love, for those of you that have watched this channel for long enough, Uncharted's my favorite franchise. Uncharted 4 is my favorite game. So there's so much love I have and respect I have for Uncharted that it's like, come on, like if you're gonna give us a leak or a rumor, make it good. Don't just give a number title and then a year and say like it's coming and it's just not Naughty Dog, because obviously it's not Naughty Dog. You know what I mean? Like that's not really saying anything to it. So while do I necessarily not believe it? It's just really not something that I think should have been. And you could say, well, if you really think it shouldn't have been a leak, why are you talking about it? I mean, I kind of want to bring awareness to, like, does this need to be something that, because it's kind of just somebody talk. Like, I can make a video tomorrow making predictions of Uncharted 5, and it would do nothing, but then somebody goes on Reddit and says, Uncharted 5 2021, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, like it's happening kind of thing. And I really don't think that's fair to that game franchise. I think we will see Uncharted very soon, though. I do believe, again, that there is a studio that's making Uncharted that I don't think is Uncharted 5, but I think is actually coming out relatively soon. Probably, I do kind of agree with that year. 2021, first full year of PlayStation 5 being out. You come out, you have like a Spider-Man in the fall, and then maybe you have a huge game like an Uncharted, say in like the springtime, to kind of give yourself that kind of, and then 2022 you have like God of War, and you go like that. I mean, you would absolutely destroy it, right? I mean, that would be a really, really good first couple of years of the PS5. So I think it's very likely. I just don't like how this person kind of put it all together, right? So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is Uncharted 5 real? Uncharted 5, not an Uncharted game, but Uncharted 5 with Nathan Drake. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about this leak. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And thank you, as always, for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.